Hey guys. So, I thought we'd have a little fun and react to some sugar diet videos because it's early in the morning, I can't sleep, and why not? Right? Right. So, I'm going to try and be quiet enough to respect other people who are still sleeping. Let's see. Sugar diet. The sugar diet revealed who uploaded this. I thought I'd just browse around. Doctors promoting it? Ken Berry, huh? I'll check that one out for sure. Let's see. Are we even sure these guys are doctors that are promoting it? Come on. What I eat in a day. Here we go. High sugar diet. 357. Okay, why is 1,000 in a word? Like, that's a short. Let's see. Ooh, all caps. Ooh. People are loving. How do I get... Sorry, guys. I guess I should have planned this out. So much. Zero fat. These are all shorts. Stop eating. That's funny that got suggested to me there. Okay, YouTube, this layout is annoying. I can't tell which ones are in shorts anymore because it doesn't categorize it the same way anymore. Wait, too much sugar on what? These are all shorts. What's going on here? All right. Sugar diet explained. These are emojis. Wait, what? Don't tell me she's doing it. Don't tell me she's doing it. She has a grimacing face. I might. Guys, there's just a sea of stuff. Even this. Next time, I'll actually try to find a video. But you see what I have to deal with looking through all these sugar diet videos. Who uploaded this one? Healthy Life. Yeah, no, I'm not going to watch him because I want to know what I eat in a day. Without... Wow. All right, this is what we're looking for. Okay, Vegan Deterioration has reviewed this person. Let's go in. If you hear kind of playback through my mic, it's because I'm sitting right in front of the iPad and I have a clip-on mic. Here we go.
Hi everyone, I'm coming to you from my kitchen because I want to show you some of the random things I've been eating on the sugar diet. And then another day I will make a proper what I eat in a day. But people are going crazy over this diet and
For all the good reasons. We'll get into why.
are asking me like crazy what I'm eating. So I'm here to just show you a few things.
Wow. I know sometimes I can talk like I'm not organized. Like my brain is not letting me say what I want to say, right? But she just sounds all befuddled, like even more than I do sometimes. It's like I'm befuddled at how befuddled she sounds.
I just ate 2 bananas. They're in my garbage. I won't show you. I just eat.
Okay, we get it. You ate 2 bananas.
Or the peels are. I just ate 2 bananas and
They're in the garbage. The peels are. Girl, relax. Great, you ate 2 bananas.
put a bunch of salt on it. I was really craving salt.
Yeah. Yeah. Your body's gonna do anything to get some amount of nutrients. Sugar, don't have any.
So I did that and I drank some water and I feel
Wait,
super satisfied. Just eat, or the peels are. I just ate 2 bananas and I put a bunch of salt on it.
I can't imagine that tasting very good. A bunch of. Blah. Are you talking the white salt? Because, honey, that ain't enough either. You need like pink salt. You need some mineral salt of some type because white salt ain't gonna do it. You're still gonna want salt. Dude, you can tell the difference. Oh my. Okay, I've had pure white salt before. Okay? I remember the one time my mom switched me over, and this was even before my diet change. She'd bought this salt, okay? And I remember tasting that salt on my fries. And I was like, holy crap. This salt tastes more full and rich. Whereas I don't ever want to go back to table salt again. Because table salt now, to me, just tastes like, I don't know, like, just, there's a taste, but it's more like a bitter, I don't know, and that's despite them adding dextrose and all that crap into it.
I was really craving salt. So
Like I said, yeah, you're going to want salt because you're going to do anything in your power to get minerals. But honey, I'm telling you, if it was the white salt, you ain't getting crap.
I did that and I drank some water and I feel super satisfied.
Satisfied, huh? I would hate to think what her guts are doing right now. Oh, I hurt just thinking about that.
But I just did a little mini grocery haul. And these are some of the things that I got and I wanted to show you. Peaches in syrup.
Okay, take out everything else. Okay, what I mean by that is you got the sugar diet aspect of this. Let's take all of the health effects of that out of the picture for a moment and focus on what the heck is in these syrups, these peaches with syrup in them. Surely it's not just peaches in a sugar juice. I would only assume there are preservatives in these. If I'm wrong, someone can let me know, but taking the health effects of the sugar alone out of this, and how do we know that's not pure high fructose corn syrup? How do we know that's not all that juice is? Because I bought that as kind of a little treat one time. Never buying it again. And you know why? Because it made me feel funky. I don't know, my gut responded okay because I was careful. But it was like, I just, like, I didn't have the runs, but I did feel like, yeah, you better not eat too much of that at once. Girl, you're mental.
I literally just get the cheapest ones, okay? I'm not here to eat organic right now and like be so anal about everything. I'm so
Okay, so she does know that, and maybe I'm right about that.
over being anal with my diet, okay? So sliced pineapple.
I already had a breath. Wow.
This one looks really interesting. They didn't have a lot at the little store that I went to. And then I had some doubles of some of these. And I bought some store-bought smoothie.
Girl, if you have your own fruit, why not make smoothies with your own fruit? Why would you buy a store-bought smoothie? Because it has more sugar in it? Yeah, pancreas can't be too proud of you.
Mango kiwi smoothie. I chugged some in the car on the way home. What else do I have in here? I have
On the way home, I'm confused. You said you had 2 bananas. And then you said something about having the smoothie on the way home. Something isn't adding up here. I thought the bananas, I don't know. Maybe they'll all come out later.
a carton of juice that I've been chipping away at. And
Where's the actual food here?
I do eat candy. So before I show you my candy drawer, the first 4 days of this
Oh my gosh. I put my hand over my mouth. That's why it sounded weird. But oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, I might have a problem with kombucha, okay? But this is next level bull crap if I ever heard of it. Oh. See, I'm not making this up, you guys. The candy. How old are you? This diet reminds me of me when I was a kid. All I wanted was sugar. I'm definitely getting an air purifier this week, so I got a worker. I'm very happy with my new worker, you guys. I'm so happy. New as in like got her about a month ago. Maybe 2 months now. I don't really remember the dates. I was just so happy the date was the last thing I wanted to remember. So I got a worker, and I think next week we're going to go look for air purifiers because this cough, man. I wasn't lying when I was talking about the candies. They eat candies, y'all. This diet reminds me of me, okay? Because when I was a kid, it was peanut butter sandwiches. It was a lot of chips and chocolate and candies and more candies, pretzels, Just because it's savory to the taste, it doesn't mean it's not full of sugar, because it is. Grains are just a more plain tasting food. Well, you know what I mean.
diet, I ate lean meat and vegetables in the evening with dinner. I had dinner with my family, and I just ate like a chicken breast and some veggies, and I was satisfied. When I did carnivore or low carb, whenever I would eat like chicken and veggies, I keep forgetting to look at the camera.
Because you're going to tell a lie here.
And I would eat chicken and veggies. I would, in the evening or like after that, I would still eat like a couple of bowls of cereal.
See, there you go. You just admitted you weren't even doing carnivore and keto right. You don't eat that stuff. That's why you don't go eating cereal. That doesn't mean that your body, oh, I guess I wanted cereal. No, you just can't control yourself with this stuff. You never let it go.
A bunch of candy, chocolate, cookies, like you name it.
That's exactly where you went wrong. The goal is to never have that stuff, especially a month in, 2 months, 3 months in. The goal is never to have that stuff in your possession, or you have to be super hard on yourself and be like, all right, we're going to buckle down and we're going to do this and we're going to do it right. Okay? I mean, with me, at least I can admit where I'm going wrong when I have a problem like that. When I have something that I feel might be messing me up, I can at least admit to myself that, okay, I should not be doing this. Why am I doing this? Right? You are not, this is not a sign, oh, I guess I needed the carbs. How much fat were you eating on keto carnivore? Because I can guarantee you, you either weren't eating enough fat, weren't taking in enough electrolytes, or you just didn't want to admit to yourself that you had a problem with carbs. Carbs.
I would go crazy on the carbs at night.
Yeah. Because you never truly let it go.
And I always was able to sleep better when I ate carbs. And
see, this is what I'm not understanding. The only thing I can think is that you're knocking yourself into a carb coma. That's all I can think, which is dangerous, by the way. Don't. I never understood this. Like, why are these people out here going, well, I slept better? Maybe because I don't know, maybe there's a sleep apnea component that you're not being tested for. And if there isn't, maybe it's because you're ramping up your pancreas so much that you're going into a carb coma. I don't know. Either way, they're both dangerous. Why would you want to sleep 10 hours when you could sleep 7 and actually feel good? If you feel good, if one night you sleep 7 and you feel good and you're able to function and you're not noticing a decline in your mental state, if you can keep yourself like emotionally together, if you're, have at it. As long as you feel good, right? It's not about quantity when it comes to sleep. It really isn't. And I keep reading that over and over again. Your body's going to tell you when you need more. And yes, you might have to readjust your life around a bit. But to come up here and say, oh, but I sleep better if I eat carbs. Sleeping better doesn't mean longer. Sleeping better would mean, I'm clearer headed when I wake up. I'm more energetic. I'm feeling like in a good mood. I have, but not, oh, I was only sleeping 6 hours and now I'm sleeping 9. That's not necessarily sleeping better. How's the quality? What are other people noticing about you? Are you seeming alert? Are you seeming more, like confident and comfortable and cognitively there. Like, are you like, okay? Like, just
If I forced myself to not eat carbohydrates and was like trying to lean out or something, I would be miserable. I would.
that's psychological. Even I know that. When I feel that way, I get down about, oh, now I don't have any cocoa or kombucha left, and it's like, I don't like it. It doesn't feel good psychologically. But guess what? I push through. Okay? That's a psychological thing. There is no deeper meaning behind that. There isn't. You are fine. You will be fine. Okay? It doesn't mean you go eating pounds and pounds of sugar. It's not what that means. You are miserable because psychologically, you just got yourself into that kind of situation. It is a psychological misery. It goes away, and even I know that. When you try hard enough, it does go away. The only reason I have a problem now is because when I had COVID, that was all I could have, was kombucha and sweet things. Now, do I still do my diet? Yes, but now I do have a problem with trying to cut down on the kombucha because COVID really screwed that over and it made me drink it more because I couldn't drink water. Water just tasted awful. Water tasted like metal. So, and we're talking filtered water here. It tasted like metal. So, yeah, that was it. And I've gotten myself addicted to the kombucha. And I can admit that to myself. I am more than comfortable admitting that. And you know what? I go through those periods where it's like, I gotta stop doing this. And you know what? I've noticed I have cut down because I'm not going through it nearly as quickly. Yes, I'm still drinking a lot more than I probably should be, but I'm no longer, out of it within like a week. Like, I had a problem. I did. And I'm more than willing to admit it to everybody here today. I can sit up here and say, look, I have a problem. You, on the other hand, you are not willing to just try to distract yourself. Psychologically, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be miserable, but it's a psychological thing. It's not anything deep. It really, really isn't. It starts to go away, and I even remember that with the kombucha itself. I remember there was a time where I was only drinking it every 3 to 4 days. And I remember noticing like, I don't feel like I want it as much. I'm done. I don't want any more. And then for a time, I wouldn't drink it at all. Same with cocoa. I'll go a couple days where I don't even have any. And then it's like, okay. And then before long, it's like a week and I'm like, oh, wow. It goes away.
Sleep well. I would be moody.
You don't sleep well because you're psychologically upset because you can't admit to yourself that, you have an addiction. You're not moody because of your so-called need for carbs. You don't have a need for carbs because carbs are not essential. Look into it. We have essential amino acids and essential fatty acids that if we do not get, we will get sick and die. Do you know what we do not need? But we make it from the carbs. Not efficiently. Not efficiently. You are a human being. You are not a cow. You are not even a chimpanzee. You are a human being. A human being has a completely different digestive tract to the chimpanzee. And even the orangutan. Don't even.
No sex drive.
Because you're in a psychological phase. It goes away. It goes away and you start to feel it coming back. But you also have to make sure you're eating enough fat and taking in enough electrolytes, because otherwise you'll get the shakes, you'll get headaches, you'll get nausea. You might even have what you think is a panic attack, when really it's your body telling you, whoa, what are you doing? What's happening? You're gonna feel a little bit run down for a while, okay? Because your body has not gotten used to it. You haven't truly adapted. Okay? You haven't. You haven't let yourself. And yes, okay, maybe some of the moodiness is from that. But you have to let yourself adapt. If you don't let yourself adapt, you'll never know if this works or not. You're just not willing to go through the psychological withdrawals.
All the things. So I have always eaten a high sugar diet, but I didn't realize that combining it with fat was messing me up. And
No. In this case, no. No. In this case, I'm going to say no, a big fat no to that, because this... Anyways, because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because you're still... Look, what you should have done first is cut back the sugar then, even more. Psychologically, you have to deal with it, okay? It's hard. Even I can admit that. I'm willing to admit that that's hard. But you know what I'm not going to do? Sit here and say, okay, well, I give up. I'm going to go back to my old diet of Reese's Cups and peanut butter sandwiches and chips and snack granola bar type things and yogurt with granola, and not care that all of that stuff gives me reflux if I have too much. If I just go to town. And spaghetti and pizza and no. No. That's not what that means. Again, we have essential amino acids and essential fatty acids. There is no essential carbohydrate for a human being. They're not essential. So, don't even try to dispute this. It's already fact. You can look it up. If you were to have some kind of natural disaster happen in your area where all you could do was hunt, would you be risking eating the fruit out there? Because assuming you have nothing, assuming it just hits and you had no time to prepare, so that would mean you don't even have fruit to eat that you know of, that you know of is safe. Are you going to risk eating the plants out there? I wouldn't. Humans are actually very privileged in that we have the best digestive tract. We can eat meat and fat and be fine. You're not even gonna honestly, you're not even gonna think about eating sugar and keeping on your diet when you have a natural disaster. You're gonna think more about survival than you are your candy. Okay? You're a 2-year-old. I think some 2-year-olds are better than this.
Wasn't letting me lose my last 10 pounds that I've been carrying for about, I want to say like 20 years.
Okay, fine, but the problem is more like the fat is not. It's not the reason why you decided to just do this. You just refused to omit the sugar. You just kept eating the carbs because you refused to admit to yourself that, you couldn't push through that psychological barrier.
15, 20 years.
You've brainwashed yourself into thinking, oh, well, I guess that means I need carbs. No, it doesn't.
So the sugar diet, I've already lost 4 of those 10 pounds in 5 days.
Water weight. Water weight. Water weight. Water weight. And maybe some of that's muscle too. Did you ever think of that? Honey. You like sugar so much. Hope you don't mind me calling you Honey Bun. Because Honey Bun, you're not losing fat. I could almost guarantee you that. Maybe like a pound in these 5 days. Come on, Honey Bun.
Mind you, yesterday it was Mother's Day and we went out for brunch and I ate like normal. I just ordered whatever I wanted. So...
Honey, you're out of breath. You're ramping up your pancreas and your body is going on crazyville trying to regulate itself. I don't even get this drinking the kombucha that I drink. That must say a lot to how many carbs she's already had today.
Today is actually the first entire day that I ate fruit and sugar, or did the sugar fasting. So Cole Robinson calls it the sugar diet, and he calls it sugar fasting.
I'm gonna have to push through and watch a little bit of Cole Robinson, just like I pushed through and watched like Greg Doucette. Oh my gosh, his voice is like this. Sorry. His voice is like this, and he talks so strange, and it's so annoying, and oh my goodness. He sounds like a soy boy.
You're literally fasting, but only eating sugar, okay? Like not eating anything else but sugar.
Honey, that is not fasting. It doesn't... Okay, and here's why. The idea of fasting is to lower your insulin and activate autophagy. Sugar does not let you do that.
So tonight was the first night I did not have chicken or something lean with veggies, and I just ate fruit and sugar through.
Listen to you. All of these people who do this, they just start talking like this, and they can't really take a good, decent breath in. I'm completely exaggerating it, but Nutrition by Victoria does this. Like, I bet you Freely would do this if she wasn't just sitting around.
So this evening I was a little bit hungry and I ate those 2 bananas, and I put salt on them and
Okay, I thought you started in the morning and... Girl, you're all over the place with this.
ate them down and they were delicious and I needed a lot of salt. I think I was dehydrated.
Yeah, but honey, here's what happens. When you... Girl, you're ruining your body. You can't do this. You can't keep doing this. You gotta eat protein and fat. This is not the diet for humans. This, like, even a monkey eats better than this. What are you doing? Because a monkey will dig around for insects in the wood of the tree. What are you doing?
It's the first really, really hot day of the season. So
you want nutrients. You're not getting any. That's why you wanted the salt. It's not because you were dehydrated, maybe part of it, but I can guarantee you wanted nutrients. You're not getting any from the dang fruit and sugar because sugar binds to everything.
Yeah, I feel really, really good. I do eat candy, so I'm going to show you my candy.
Like a 1-year-old who just got his teeth and he wants to try everything.
See, we have here pineapple. We have lots of fruit. We always have lots of fruit anyway.
Oh. Okay, this is why I don't buy fruit. I don't buy fruit because I'm only one person. I could never finish it all. Can you imagine just how much of that she would have to eat? I can't even imagine. You would have to be eating around the clock. I think even orangutans would be eyeing you like, what is that girl doing? We don't even eat like that. Because orangutans will take sticks too, and they'll dig in the wood too to get bugs. What is this?
We love fruit. So this is my candy drawer. It's mixed
Okay, let me go back a second.
Candy. See, we have here pineapple. We have lots of fruit. We always have lots of fruit anyway. We love fruit.
Who's we, by the way? Why do they do this? We who? Who else is there?
So this is my candy drawer. It's mixed in with the baby snacks. But this is...
Are you a mother? Oh my gosh, she's doing this to her kid. She's doing this to her freaking kid. You cannot be freaking serious. I can't. Girl. No. I'm about to freaking faint. I can't even digest this. This is the poor kid.
My Star Mix. I
don't even think I know what Star Mix are, and I used to eat candy as a kid. Okay, but granted, I only really liked the chocolate stuff, the peanut butter stuff, all of that stuff. I didn't like the fruity flavors.
Different boxes of, these were on sale, so I grabbed a bunch. Peaches, Maynard Peaches, Sour Patch Kids.
Maynard Peaches. Are those little sour peachy thingies? With that sour powder on it and the gummy. Is that what Maynard Peaches are? Because I know of Sour Peaches. Is that the same thing? Because, like, maybe you guys call them Maynard Peaches? Shaped like peach halves, maybe? A little bit? Or, actually, they're more like sphere halves. And then, Sour Patch Kids, I didn't eat those. Never ate them.
Maynard's Swedish Berries. I tend to eat candy, like, on the go.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Shove, like, this little bag in my purse, and that will be, like, my snack if I get hungry on the go, which actually happened. I took Isaac, my son.
She does do this to her kid. She has a kid. Holy crap. Wow. I feel sick. I feel really, really sick. That's disgusting. I can't believe you would do this.
out and about and we did a bunch of errands and I suddenly got hungry. You burn it
Yes, you will. When you're doing carnivore the right way and keto the right way, you don't get hungry like that.
really quickly because your metabolism rises really high when you're on pure sugar.
Does it? Does it? I don't believe you.
And then you get hungry, and if you're stuck, well, you can just.
Then how come the people who are in Nutrition by Victoria's high sugar group, how come they're all gaining weight like crazy? Huh? I'm very certain they're doing it right. Doing everything she told them to do.
Always stop and buy a juice or something, but I hate getting the kid out of the car seat and stuff like that. So I always bring some sugar, Swedish berries. Did I show you these? And then
Yeah, you showed the Swedish berries. See, your brain is not functioning because of this. Honey, you got brain fog.
these were on sale from Easter, still left over. I love marshmallowy things. And I have a
Marshmallow. You can't even talk. That's me when I have too much kombucha. I short circuit.
bunch of like open packages here, and I have a package of marshmallows here.
You're laughing. Even you know this is ridiculous. Are you just doing this to be sensational? I think that's what half of these people are trying to do. Try to be sensational. I didn't go carnivore to be sensational. I went carnivore because everything else I was trying failed. I was severely anemic, and mine was dietary. I never had, because if I had a genetic version of it, it would have been found out. The fact that carnivore keto saved me, right? You're nuts. Even you know that. You just don't want to admit to yourself that this is nuts and you're insane.
Like all strewn in my cupboards. It's so disorganized. But
Of course it is. Mentally, you can't organize yourself. Sugar does this. We all know that. Have you ever seen it where a type 1 diabetic has too much sugar and they don't have the insulin to like block it out? That's the beginnings, by the way, of ketoacidosis. Not ketosis, but ketoacidosis. You can't function anymore. They say that, I even learned when I did my first aid, kind of like it was like a first aid, sort of Good Samaritan type of course thing. You get certificates with it. Mine are expired now. I have to redo it. But when I did it, they said that the symptoms of high blood sugar present similarly to the symptoms of low blood sugar. So I would assume, yes, that too high sugar and you're going to be foggy, just like with low blood sugar. Okay? So don't sit up here and say, no, I'm just like naturally foggy. Oh, are you? Are you? Maybe you should actually deal with the psychological misery and try to go carnivore for a little bit. Nothing bad will happen. You might need some electrolytes. You'll get twitchy. You'll get a little, yeah. And maybe you might want some dairy on hand for backup. And maybe a small thing of peanut butter. Just eat a little teaspoon if you're seriously still feeling, because when I tried everything else and still felt like crap, I would have a teaspoon, just a teaspoon of butter. Peanut butter. Just a teaspoon. Okay? That was all I needed. And I felt okay again. It's not that bad.
I really enjoy different textures. So marshmallows are really...
See, you can't find the words. Your brain is shorting out.
yummy for me when I'm...
Yummy. That's it. That's it. God. Help me. Help me, God, help. Oh.
Craving something like heartier.
Heartier? This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh. Please tell me this is satire. Oh my gosh. No. I'm the one that's going crazy. Please tell me I'm the one that's going crazy right now. Oh.
And then the candy,
Sorry about the mic, guys. I can't with this though. This is insane.
it's like really chewy. I don't know. It's just different things. And yeah, I think I'm like done eating. I'm kind of full. And
Oh, that won't last, honey bun. That won't last.
as I was sharing about when I do eat,
Listen to you. If this is your normal, just so you know, this is not supposed to be normal. Like, do you see animals walking around every single day going, like, looking around? They seem like they don't really know what they're doing or where they're going. Do you see animals like that every single day? Like, let's say you see a deer and now you're watching this same deer every day. He's walking around looking like, trying to figure out, okay, what do I do? Like, he's like, you can see that kind of look in his eyes, like he doesn't know what he's really doing. He doesn't seem sure, like, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Which way? Does he seem disorganized? Every single day? Okay, let's assume there's a period of like 2 or 3 days where he seems like a little off and out of sorts, right? Like not quite sure what he's doing. Maybe he's sick, okay? Maybe you could chuck it down to that. But imagine being like this every single day, where you can't seem to organize your thoughts. You can't seem to get your words straight. Ever. Like, this is insane.
chicken or some lean protein and veggies on this diet.
Hold on,
I was
let me go back.
sharing about when I do eat chicken or some lean protein and veggies on this diet, afterwards,
When you say chicken and lean protein, what other lean protein are you talking? Chicken's lean too.
I don't need to eat. Like, I'm stuffed. Like, my whole body is like full. My glycogen stores are full.
Honey, you had fiber with it. You're gonna be full. You're not gonna want to eat because your stomach's gonna feel like, okay, that was too much fiber.
Of sugar from the day, so I don't actually like crave candy at night anymore. I can literally eat my protein meal.
I feel like that's a bold-faced lie. Especially because now she's doing that sugar fast thing. Why are you doing a sugar fast then? What's going on here? Things aren't adding up.
And like be satisfied and go to bed.
Did you hear how her voice went satisfied and then go to bed? How it went quiet like that. Somebody please let me know. Does she look like she lying? Because she sounds like she be lying.
But I will have eaten sugar all day. So that's an option for you.
You have no ability to take enough air in. You're depleting your hemoglobin. I'm out of breath just listening to this.
If you want to slow down your weight loss, I was losing really.
Listen to you losing. And then if you really want to slow down your weight loss, I was losing
quickly, and I only have about 10 pounds to lose, as I shared. And I'm also still breastfeeding. My baby is 14 months old.
That poor baby. It must be crying around the clock, wanting fatty, satisfying milk, and he's not getting it. Not getting it at all. Because it's just, there's not enough nutrition there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And I just don't want or need to lose weight that quickly. Like, I don't have 100 pounds.
So why are you doing this? Your body's obviously not liking it. The way you sound right now, the way you're talking, your mental state, your brain hates this. Maybe in your thought process doesn't realize it. Your brain does. The inner part of your brain, the inner workings of it are like, this is not working. We're gonna have to slow some stuff down here, and everything is just firing out of control. I almost want to see what your friggin' EEG looks like right now. I guarantee you, things are firing off, and you might even be having a very, very micro version of a seizure. Like, this is scary to think about. You could be having a fully conscious version of some kind of weird seizure. Like, technically, that could be what it is. Am I a neurologist? No. But who's to say that isn't happening? Where you're talking, but then you can't seem to get yourself straight. Who knows what's going on inside your brain? For all we know, it could be a mini, very, very mini micro seizure. We don't know. I'm not saying she's twitching. I can't see her, obviously. So I'm going by the way she's speaking. Because my friend has... I know of seizures that... My friend just told me about seizures that cause, sometimes they can cause things like that. And I've heard of that too. I've done research on it. Like, seizures can come in all different forms, right? So... like, some are, you can feel like you're talking and then you can't get words out very well. Sometimes you just stumble. Sometimes you might say something that isn't even a word. And sometimes you just have to kind of, think. You gotta figure yourself out. And that's what it sounds like is going on here. She can't, her mind just is not, it's happening in real time.
To lose. I only have 10. So so today is the first day that I'm doing a full sugar fast. Look at this. I haven't worked out. I'm starting to work out a little bit, but my muscles are just shining through.
Honey, you shouldn't be doing this on YouTube. I can't see, but I can tell based on how you're talking and how you said, look at this. My muscles are shining through. I can tell what you're trying to do here. Stop this. Jeepers, even I might get flagged for this, but at least I don't rely on it for my source of income. So, sucks to be you. If you lose your channel, I would hope to God you don't have... I hope to God you don't rely just on YouTube alone. You better not, because if that goes down the crapper from you doing this, you're gonna lose your channel, because YouTube ain't gonna like that.
And because my glycogen stores are so high,
you're out of breath. You can't Organize your words. Honey, I have heard of people, somebody mentioned it the other day in something else I was watching. A diabetic can come off as drunk if their sugars are high enough, okay? They can come off as drunk, be charged with a DUI, be put in prison, and then they enter diabetic coma. Right there in the clink. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I hear everything malfunctioning in real time in that little brain of yours. Why are you doing this?
Muscles are full of...
And your adrenals too.
like sugar, like glycogen.
See? Wow.
And water. So they have a really nice shape. See this one. This is stronger.
Oh my gosh. Stop. Stop. This is not okay. Stop doing this. Stop. This could get your channel terminated. You realize that? Doing this? Stop. Stop doing that. Don't be doing this.
Look at that. Look at that definition. Yeah. And this is literally just from holding my son. It's just from holding my son. Anyways, okay.
I don't care. We're all, like all women, are going to get stronger from holding their babies. Okay? All women are. Big whoop.
That's what I eat in a day on the sugar diet. I will be making tons of videos for you guys. So please subscribe, hit the bell button, hit
Oh my goodness, listen to that.
the like button if you like this video. And it will encourage the algorithm to bring you more content about the sugar diet. It will encourage the algorithm to share my content with new people. So you're helping other people find it as well. So let's bring this down. Like, let's do this. Let's make this a movement.
You're regressing, honey, and I can tell. I was talking as I took in a breath to sigh. This is insane. Like, I sighed because holy crap. Like, this. Wow. That was an adventure if I ever saw one. Guys, this is going up later today. I am not gonna waste any time. The moment this syncs to my iCloud, I'm uploading it directly to my YouTube. Alrighty guys, we're done here for now, and I will see you in the next one where we react to another carbivore diet. We're gonna call it carbivore. I thought Frank Tufano's carbivore diet was bad, but this is next level. Alright guys, we'll talk later, okay? Later guys.